In 2025, the NBA is no longer a sport that relies on feel and instinct. Data and statistics have become the absolute standard, and every team in the NBA has reorganized its tactics to maximize efficiency and find the most valuable shot. Every team has reorganized its offense to optimize these two options: high probability offense under the basket and high expected point three-point shots. The most successful model of this kind of basketball was Steve Kerr's Golden State Warriors. Led by Curry, Golden State was the pioneer of modern basketball innovation. Ball movement, three-point offense, fast pace, and spacing were developed to the extreme, creating the standard for modern basketball. It was basketball where the Golden State system was perfectly proven with numbers. However, this season, a player who was not in line with that system was traded. A player who could not be explained statistically was Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is a player who cannot be explained with numbers like the efficiency of modern basketball. No, in fact, he is one of the inefficient players when viewed numerically. He doesn't attempt many three-point shots, insists on mid-range jumpers, and his field goal percentage is low, considering his reputation and salary. In the first 15 games after being traded to Golden State, Butler's stats were an average of 16.4 points, 44.2% field goal percentage, and just 22% three-point shooting percentage. However, the team's record was 14 wins and 1 loss. Butler is a player who proves that basketball is not a game of simple numbers. And most importantly, he makes his teammates better players. NBA legend Kobe Bryant also said that improving the performance of his teammates is his most important mission. He is a player who has raised the team's performance no matter where he goes, and has the ability to make his teammates have the best seasons of their careers. In fact, as soon as he joined Minnesota, Butler raised the team's winning percentage from 38% the previous season to 57%, and gave Karl Anthony Towns his first All-Star and first All-NBA team selection. In Philadelphia, he gave Envid a career-low scoring, rebounding, and assist season. In his first season in Miami, he transformed Adebayo, who wasn't even guaranteed a starter every game, into an all-star caliber big man overnight. And now Butler is transforming Golden State into a complete team. How did the 35-year-old veteran make such a groundbreaking change in a team that theoretically seemed like an unlikely fit? In Philadelphia, he gave Envid a career-low scoring, rebounding, and assist season. In his first season in Miami, he transformed Adebayo, who wasn't even guaranteed a starter every game, into an all-star caliber big man overnight. And now, Butler is transforming Golden State into a complete team. How did the 35-year-old veteran make such a groundbreaking change in a team that theoretically seemed like an unlikely fit? To understand this, we must first analyze Golden State before the Butler trade. Before the Butler trade, Golden State was a team with a record of 25 wins and 26 losses, not even exceeding .500 winning percentage. If you only look at the record, it was not a strong team at all, but it was not a weak team at all. The Golden State played at a fast tempo and maintained a top 10 defense in the league all season thanks to an excellent defensive rotation. Steph Curry still showed superstar performance in important games and even won 2 games against OKC, the best team in the league. The team had role players who could definitely fulfill their roles, waiting in the wings. It was a team with a thick player base that could utilize a full 15-man roster, but there were clear limitations. The biggest limitation was the lack of a clear E option. Although there were many young role players, the structure of the team relying too much on Curry because there was no E option was severely imbalanced between shot creators and role players within the team. However, things completely changed when Jimmy Butler joined. Butler is a player who can unleash the offense regardless of Curry's presence. The biggest advantage is that he can make precise decisions. Butler is not a playmaker who throws ridiculous creative passes like Don City. Rather, he is a player who knows how to execute simple plays very accurately. NBA teams basically use gap defense in off-ball situations. When the ball is on the perimeter, the defender's role is to block the space between his matchup and the ball and prevent a breakthrough. The defensive line believes that even if the ball is passed to his matchup, he can close out sufficiently, so it prioritizes blocking the space. The way to effectively exploit this gap defense is simple in theory. Pass the ball quickly and accurately into the shooting pocket so that the outside player can shoot the ball as soon as he gets it, or exploit the defense's closeout. Butler is a player who knows how to put this pass in the right place at the right time. Butler is not a playmaker who simply passes the ball well. Even in pattern situations, he does not follow the set movements like Loeb, but has the ability to read and react to the game in real time, sometimes rejecting the coach's pattern and leading the score and victory in his own way. Steve Kerr instructs the Warriors on their famous two-small pattern, an inverted pick-and-roll pattern where the guard screens the big man. In this pattern, Curry comes up high to set the screen. But here, Butler doesn't simply follow the pattern, he reads the game and makes a different choice. Instead of using a screen, Butler passes to Draymond Green in the corner. As soon as Green gets the ball, he attempts a dribble handoff with Curry. This is a play that Curry and Green have been doing with Curry all along. The defenders who saw this naturally swarmed to block Curry, and at that moment, Butler created an opportunity to finish with an open dunk through a back-the-wall cut. This scene was not a simple pattern play, but a work of art created by 3 players with high basketball IQs. Butler, Green, and Curry, reading and reacting to the game in real time. Butler is a player who can create spacing without even touching the ball once. In a situation where the dribble handoff between Green and Curry is not easy due to the opponent's strong economy, Buddy Hield approaches Green to receive the handoff instead.